Does your bass drum sound like this? And do you want it to sound like this? Hey everyone, I'm Jared from Drumeo, and today I'm going to teach you how I muffle my bass drum. Alright, so here we are at the front of the bass drum, and you'll notice that this is a very old and beautiful kit, and it doesn't have a porthole or a resonant hole in the resonant head. And I didn't want to cut one in there because it's the original head and I wanted to just keep it original, right? And so in this case I have to actually take off the bass drum head to put some muffling in there, but in the case that you had a porthole, just be really careful when funneling things in and out of there that you don't actually tear the head. So the resonant head is off and it's got that nice vintage drum smell, and you even notice it has a few internal bass drum mufflers on it, which I'm not really using, and they don't really do the job to get the sound that I want. Now another thing I'll say is every drummer is different. Some drummers want a really open bass drum sound, some drummers want a really kind of tight and constricted bass drum sound. Maybe they're using triggers, maybe they prefer a very specific beater action on the drum head. Everyone's different, and that's totally cool. What I'm going to show you is a much more general muffling technique that's going to give you a nice round tone. So it's not going to completely cut the tone, it's just going to muffle some of those overtones that you don't necessarily want there. So what you do is you find some towels, okay? In this case I got some beach towels, a nice pink beach towel, and I fold it in half, then I fold it in half again, drop it on the floor, and then roll it up like so. Then I take this and I place it in the drum, so it's up to the same spot on either side, and I just gently push it against the drum head. That's what I do on the batter side. Now on the resonant side, we do the exact same thing, okay? So in this case, it's folded twice. Lay it down, roll it up. Now, in the case that you don't have a porthole, you want to place it halfway out, right? So when you put the resonant head back on, the muffling is actually resting against that resonant head. If you just push it all the way in and put the resonant head on, it's not going to be placed perfectly. So in this case, it's halfway out, and I go ahead and take that resonant head, gently place it back on, put the hoop back on. So once the resonant head is on, tighten it until there's no wrinkles in the head and the tension rods aren't wiggly. That's kind of where I like to get it. In the case you want a different sound, go ahead and tighten it up or leave it nice and loose. So now let's go to the back of the kit. I'm going to show you how it sounds. So with 2 beach towels and a little bit of elbow grease, here's how it sounds. Now I don't know what you can hear on your end, but here it has that nice full round tone. We never killed all the resonance. It still has that little bit of resonance that tapers off. So you have that attack right when you hit the bass drum, and then it has a little bit of resonance, and then it's gone. And that's exactly the way I like it. This is a great application for any sorts of rock music, people playing in church, any clubs where there's just a house kit there. It's a very, very good general muffling technique. So let me show you how it sounds within a groove. And that is how I muffle a bass drum. Make sure you leave me a comment below and tell me how you muffle your bass drum. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.